Hey there, little explorers! It's me, Gibree. Welcome to Gibree the Explorer. Today we're going on an amazing journey to learn about our solar system. Get ready to explore the planets, meet the mighty sun, and even visit the moon. In this video we'll learn some awesome facts about our solar system, play fun spelling games. And I'll need your help along the way to control the spaceship. So grab your space helmets, we're going on an adventure that's out of this world. Hold tight, explorers! We are about to take off. 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Explorers, did you know that the solar system is the family of objects that orbits around our sun because of its gravity, known as gravity-bound system? The objects are planets, dwarf planets, moons, asteroids, and comets. Now, as a warm-up, let's spell solar system together. S O L A R S Y S T E M. Solar system. Great! Explorers, you nailed it! Alright, explorers. Before we visit the planets, we have to say hello to the sun. The sun is a giant star that gives us light and warmth. It's the center of our solar system, and all the planets orbit around it. Can you imagine? The sun is about 4.6 billion years old. That's super duper old. It's also huge, so big that over 1 million Earths could fit inside it. Without the sun, there would be no plants, no animals, and we wouldn't even be here on Earth. The sun is so important to life on Earth. Now, space explorers, let's start the spelling game with the sun. Ready? Let's spell it together. S-U-N. Sun. Great job! Now, let's spell it again, but this time, let's say it like we're warming up under the hot sun. S-U-N. Sun. Voo. I feel warm already, don't you? That was one hot stop at the solar system. I wonder what tiny and speedy planet we'll visit next. Any guesses? Here, we are at Mercury, the closest planet to the sun. Mercury is super fast. It zips around the sun faster than any other planet. What's really interesting is that one side of Mercury is burning hot, while the other side is freezing cold. That's because it doesn't have any atmosphere to even things out. Plus, Mercury's surface is covered in craters, just like the moon, which makes it appear like a giant, rocky ball in the solar system. Time to spell the smallest planet, explorers. Let's spell it together. M-E-R-C-U-R-Y. Mercury! Amazing! Now, let's try to spell it again as fast as the speedy Mercury flies around the sun. M-E-R-C-U-R-Y. Mercury! Wow, you're all so fast, just like Mercury. Hey, Mercury is fast. I bet the next stop will be a total surprise. I've heard it might even glow, so let's go and find out. Our next stop, Venus. Venus is often called Earth's sister because they're about the same size. But Venus is very different. It's the hottest planet in our solar system because of its thick, cloudy atmosphere that traps heat like an oven. Can you believe those clouds are made of acid? Yep, definitely not a place for a picnic. But even though Venus is covered in clouds, it's still super bright and can be seen from Earth, especially in the evening or early morning. Oh, and get this, one day on Venus lasts longer than an entire year. Because it takes Venus 243 Earth days to rotate itself on its axis and only 224 Earth days to complete an orbit around the Sun. Interesting, right? Now, let's spell Venus together. Ready? Here we go. V E N U S. Venus. You're doing great. Now, let's try spelling it in a super quiet voice, like we're floating in space. V E N U S. Venus. Amazing. Your space voices are perfect. Venus was full of surprises, right? I wonder what planet we'll visit next, maybe somewhere a little closer to home? Back to our home, Earth. Earth is so special because it's the only planet we know of that has life in it, plants, animals, and people like you and me. Earth has just the right mix of land, water, and air, which makes it perfect for living things. And did you know that Earth spins around once every 24 hours? That's what gives us day and night. Plus, we're the perfect distance from the Sun, so we're not too hot or too cold. It's just right for life to thrive. Now let's spell our home planet Earth. Say it with me. E A R T H. Earth. Fantastic! Now, let's stomp our feet for each letter like we're walking on Earth. Ready? E A R T H. Earth. Great job! You're Earth experts. Earth is pretty amazing, don't you think? But I have a feeling our next stop will be something really out of this world. Let's take a quick trip to our moon. The moon is Earth's only natural satellite, and it's so cool to look at from here, isn't it? It doesn't have any air or weather, so the surface stays pretty much the same, covered in craters and dust. The moon affects our oceans by creating tides, pretty amazing, right? And guess what? The moon always shows the same face to Earth because it rotates at just the right speed. Next up, let's spell moon. Ready to glow like the moon? Let's go! M O O N. Moon. Amazing! Now let's spell it again, but this time let's pretend we're bouncing like astronauts on the moon. M O O N. Moon. That was fun, wasn't it? Our moon is so cool. But what could possibly be next? I hear the next place might be a little red, but I'm not sure. Next, we're off to the red planet, Mars. Mars is famous for its reddish color, which comes from rust in the soil. Mars has the tallest volcano in the solar system, called Olympus Mons, and deep valleys that were carved by ancient rivers. Even though it's cold and dry now, scientists think Mars might have had water long ago. That's why they're so curious to explore it. Maybe one day, people will even live on Mars. All right, let's spell Mars. Say it with me. M A R S. Mars! Great job! Now let's try it again. M A R S. Mars! You're brave explorers! Mars is all about adventure. What could be next? I've heard rumors of something rocky, but who knows what we'll discover. Vav! Look at all these space rocks. This is the asteroid belt, a ring of rocky objects that orbit the Sun between Mars and Jupiter. Some of these asteroids are as small as pebbles, while others are as big as mountains. The asteroid belt is like a cosmic border between the inner planets and the outer planets. And it's full of mystery. Keep your eyes peeled as we fly through because it's like dodging space obstacles. Before we go further, let's spell asteroid from the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. Ready? A S T E R O I D. Asteroid. That was a tough one. Now let's spell it again, pretending we're flying through the asteroid belt. A S T E R O I D. Asteroid. You're super space explorers. That asteroid belt was wild. I wonder what giant surprise we'll see next. I think it's something huge. Now, let's visit the king of the planets, Jupiter. Jupiter is so big that more than 1,300 Earths could fit inside it. It's a gas giant, which means it doesn't have a solid surface like Earth. Instead, it's made mostly of gases like hydrogen and helium. And check out that huge storm on Jupiter. It's called the Great Red Spot, and it's been raging for hundreds of years. Jupiter also has lots of moons, at least 79 of them. Time for the biggest planet, Jupiter. Let's spell it. J U P I T E R. Jupiter. Awesome! Now, let's jump for each letter like we're bouncing on Jupiter's big clouds. J U P I T E R. Jupiter! That was fun, right? Jupiter's clouds were amazing, right? But I bet the next stop will be magical world, literally. Wow, look at Saturn! It's famous for its beautiful rings, which are made of ice, rock, and dust. Even though Saturn's rings look solid from far away, they're actually made up of tiny bits that orbit the planet. Saturn is another gas giant like Jupiter, so it's mostly made of gases. And did you know that Saturn is the least dense planet? If there was a bathtub big enough, Saturn would float. Now let's spell Saturn. Let's go. S A T U R N. Saturn. Excellent work. Now, let's twirl like Saturn's rings while we spell it again. S A T U R N. Saturn. Wow, you're spinning like Saturn's rings. Those rings around Saturn were incredible. I wonder if the next planet will spin us in a totally new way. Ready to find out? Now we're heading to Uranus, the planet that spins on its side. Most planets spin like tops, but Uranus is tilted over, which makes it spin differently. Uranus is an icy planet with a light blue color because of the methane gas in its atmosphere. It's super cold out here. Uranus also has faint rings, but they're much harder to see than Saturn's. Next, let's spell Uranus. Ready? Let's say it together. U R A N U S. Uranus. You're doing great. Now let's spell it again. U R A N U S. Uranus. You're all fantastic spellers. Uranus sure had a wacky spin. But what's next? I've heard something about the fastest winds in the solar system, but let's see. Last stop, Neptune. Neptune is a dark blue planet, and it's the farthest from the sun. It's a very windy planet with some of the fastest winds in the solar system. Just like Uranus, Neptune is an icy giant, and it has faint rings too. Even though it's so far away, Neptune has some wild weather, including storms that are even bigger than those on Earth. Let's spell the farthest planet Neptune. Ready? Let's go! N E P T U N E. Neptune! Fantastic! Now, let's spell it again. N E P T U N E. Neptune! Great! Little explorers! Wow, little explorers! What an amazing adventure we've had! We have traveled from the majestic Sun, mini Mercury, and sister Venus, and gone through the asteroid belt to reach the giant Jupiter, witnessed the magical rings of Saturn to the Neptune. You did such a fantastic job by spelling along with me. Remember, the universe is full of wonders just waiting for you to explore. Get back to this video anytime if you want to learn about the solar system and to spell them. Until then, keep dreaming big, keep exploring, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Gibree the Explorer. See you on our next fantastic journey. Bye for now!